They say some rooms remember things. Not just the guests, not just the footsteps, but the pain, the fear, the blood. One such room existed in the heart of Kansas City, behind the door marked 1046. A room with no windows, little light, and secrets buried deep in its walls. What unfolded inside room 1046 in 1935 is not just a murder mystery. It's a story that stretches beyond logic, beyond reason, and perhaps beyond the veil of life and death. Who was the man that checked in under a false name? Who was Don? And why, nearly a century later, do people say the room still whispers? This is the ghost story that won't go away. This is the haunting of room 1046. It was January 2nd, 1935. The country was still clawing its way out of the Great Depression. Kansas City buzzed with jazz, gangsters, and dark alleys. A man entered the lobby of the upscale hotel President. He gave the name Roland T. Owen. He was young, well-groomed, and polite. But there was something off about him. His only possessions? A comb, toothbrush, and a brush. No suitcase, no winter coat. He requested room 1046, an interior room with no windows to the outside. A place of complete isolation. Witnesses recalled his distant gaze, his tight grip on the room key, as if he feared being followed. One bellhop later remarked, he looked like he was running from something. But maybe, just maybe, he was running to something. Strange behaviors began almost immediately. Roland kept the lights off, the shades pulled tight. The room remained dark at all hours, even at noon. Maid service was allowed, but only under specific conditions. One maid reported seeing handwritten notes and barely any personal items. One note read, "Dawn, I will be back in 15 minutes. Wait, who was Dawn?" On another occasion, the maid swore she heard two voices arguing, one calm, one angry. When she knocked, Roland said he was alone. Was he lying? Was he being watched? Or was he afraid of something inside the room? He made cryptic phone calls. Short hushed. And when the maid commented on his odd behavior, he simply stared at her and said, "You have no idea what's going on." By the second night, guests in nearby rooms reported hearing loud thuds, arguing, even weeping. Around midnight on January 3rd, a switchboard operator received a strange call. It came from room 1046. The voice was faint, like someone speaking from the floor. "Tell Dawn, the deal is off," it said. Then the line went dead. At 7 a.m. The next day, the hotel's phone system noticed something wrong. Room 1040 SIX's phone was off the hook, but not in use. A bellboy was sent to check. He knocked. No answer. He opened the door with a passkey. The room was dim, the shades still drawn, and inside was horror. Roland was on the floor, naked, covered in blood. Blood smeared the walls, the carpet, even the ceiling. His wrists and ankles had been tied. He had multiple stab wounds, a fractured skull, and bruises along his chest and arms. He was barely breathing. The phone cord had been ripped from the wall. When asked who did this, he whispered something that still chills the soul. "Nobody. I fell." Shortly after, he lost consciousness and later died in the hospital. There was no murder weapon, no clear motive, no fingerprints other than his own. Room 1046 was locked from the outside. Police soon discovered Roland T. Owen didn't exist. Months passed before his true identity was uncovered. Artemis Ogletree, a 17-year-old from Birmingham, Alabama. His mother revealed strange letters she received after his death. Typewritten, though he didn't know how to type. One said he was heading to Europe. Another said he was married. Then came the anonymous call to the funeral home. He got into a jam. He died with honor. He deserved it. To this day, that caller has never been identified. All paths seem to lead back to the same name, Don. But who is he? A killer? A friend? Or something darker? Room 1046 no longer exists by name. It's been renumbered. But the space remains. And the stories, they continue. Hotel staff have reported cold spots. Phones ringing from rooms with no guests. Lights turning on and off by themselves. Some claim to hear whispering in the middle of the night. Soft, urgent voices saying, Dawn, don't go. Wait. One guest reported a shadowy figure standing near the window at 3:13 a.m. unmoving. When he blinked, it was gone. Ghost hunters have visited the room. Spirit boxes captured a single word, repeated multiple times. Why? Is Artemis still searching for justice? Or is Dawn still there, hiding in the dark? Nearly a century later, we still don't know. Who killed Artemis Ogletree? Who was Dawn? Why was room 1046 chosen? Was this a case of mistaken identity? A mob hit? A forbidden affair turned deadly? Or was it something much worse? Whatever the truth, one thing is certain. Room 1046 will never be just another room. Some doors close, some stay open, and some guests never check out. If this story chilled you to the bone, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss another tale of the unexplained. Kendall, what do you think happened in room 1046? Drop your theory in the comments below. And remember, next time you book a hotel room, maybe ask if it's ever had a history, because sometimes history checks in but never checks out.